Hey there, so I'm gonna introduce you to a book. I know you guys are like, what is this channel about? Well, my channel is just a whole medley of things because that's how I roll. I'm a whole medley of things. I'm not just makeup, not just, crafts. I'm a whole mix of everything. The book I'm introducing you to is The Looking Glass Wars. And I know right now there's a whole hype on Alice in Wonderland because of the Tim Burton thing. So, I know, I don't want to be, harassing you with Alice in Wonderland, shoving it down your throat, Alice, Alice, Johnny Depp, Alice. So, yeah. So I'm going to introduce you to this book, and it's actually a teen fiction book. But I think, with a whole Twilight hype, that just about everybody can read this book and enjoy it. You don't have to be the targeted audience. It's nothing like Twilight, but I just wanted to kind of bring it out there. So this book is a different take on Alice, and I actually have never actually seen the Disney movie. I've only seen snippets of it. Haven't read the book by Lewis Carroll, so I don't really know too much about it, but I know enough to know this is not the story. This is a different take on it. My sister read this and she said it was a little too familiar, but I mean they use aspects of the story, but it's different. I don't know how to explain it. So I'm going to kind of give you the plot. The plot is that the book, the one that we have in, I guess, our world, is actually loosely based on a true story of a girl named Alice. And she's 7 years old when the story starts out. And she's the princess of Wonderland, and she's next in line to be queen. But her aunt was exiled. And you can kind of see where this is going. When I say exile, you're like, is she probably going to try to take over the kingdom? Yeah, Red, her aunt, is trying to take over the kingdom. And she's out for Alice, so Alice escapes through a tunnel, which is the Pool of Tears, and she escapes to our world. And that's kind of where the story, our story, Adventures in Wonderlands, kind of comes from. And, she comes from Wonderland, so she's not used to our world, and she's trying to get back so she can revolt against Red. And this is a very, very loose plot that I'm giving you. There is more to the story. This is not boring. I'm not trying to bore you. There's violence going on. It's exciting. It's page-turning. They're actually making this into a movie. So if you're interested in reading books and then seeing movies about them, this is being turned into a movie. It's really exciting. It's a trilogy. This is the first book. The second book is Seeing Red. The third book comes out next week, and it's called Arch Enemy. So I would suggest this if you are interested in reading something fantasy-based, but you can kind of see the Alice themes going on. The story doesn't just take place in our world. It goes back to Wonderland, but I'm not going to give you too much. I kind of want to leave you hanging. But it's a really good story. I really like this. I read this in 3 days, and it really kept me turning pages. And they kind of do the chapters are written in a way that every chapter is kind of a different perspective from a different person. So I don't know. I felt that kept me turning pages even more because I wanted to know what was happening to Alice, what was happening to Dodge, what was happening to the Hatter Madigan or whatever. Yeah, Hatter Madigan. So anyways, I just want to introduce you to this book. Maybe you guys should check it out. It's on clearance at Books A Million for $4, but you can always find books. My goodness, I can't talk. You can always find books cheaper on half.com. So anyways, I know since Alice is such a big hype at the moment, I wanted to introduce this book to you if you're interested in reading. And yep, sorry I harassed you with Alice. And I will catch you guys later. Bye.